So when you scroll through the Instagram profiles of professional photographers, you realize that the color in their feed is very consistent. Not that my profile is consistent, but my profile is highly inconsistent. It's not just about framing or composition. Color is a way to communicate a type of emotion or type of feeling. Keep in mind that each project should be a different movie. When we talk about making movies, we always have a color palette. We all evolve as we go through life, as we experience life. My images tend to be very colorful, and they were even more colorful when I first started out 10 years ago. Maybe I have a candy-coated view of life. Sometimes I'm overly positive, and I think that these days it's more muted. My work in Singapore is developing in a way that it's leaning towards the preservation of memories. Singapore is developing so rapidly. Our buildings are constantly being torn down for redevelopment so that we can accommodate a larger population. 那这里拆的过后哦，你搬去新的地方还是退休？退休了。安哥，你舍得关这间店吗？
哎呀，不舍得也是要政府要收回你的模板，是不是？
安哥，我拍一点你的照哈。
拍我的照啊，拍美一点啊。
好啊。很多人来记录啊。安哥，你站这里给我拍一张，一张一张。安哥，这些面包你自己做的？哇，厉害嘞！那安哥，我问你，这里最值得留念的是什么东西？
全部是老邻居了啦，不要谈得来啦。都是熟客了之后在里面做东西，他们自己拿钱自己完成。
哇 ，Andy, what's the best thing about Tanglin Halt?
Oh, the things all are very nice. The 古早味heritage啦 like the JB Hun you know the vegetarian.
Andy, 你每个人都认识的。
I almost know everybody in this stage because I'm very friendly 嘛。Everybody I see, hi.
Are you all moving to the new estate?
Yes, yes. 你的照片还在这边。
哈，是啊，真的。哎，给我看一下嘞。哇 ，she got my photo. Let's print for her.
You take for me. What? I got your photo. Wait.
I print for you. 哎呦，唔是digital。哇，我翕未上。哇，你还有放那个 case 在里面啊？
有了，宝贝们。
哇，安迪，你这样好，你这样我这样拍你，你拍我，你好。
这个等一下，这个没嘛？可以，这个可以，没有老啊。
这你盖住你的脸，我看不到现在的脸。
你要看我的脸，还是要看这个？
黑苗，黑苗。
I've been here since 46 years ago. I'm the original Tanglin Halt boy. I've literally watched this place change. I don't know what it's like to live anywhere else. So here's the strange thing. Because over 40 years, the neighborhood has changed a lot. Buildings come and go. But that sense, I still see certain people that I kind of recognize.
You actually have your own set of familiar strangers.
So I have familiar strangers, and some of the strangers are actually quite new as well. And then suddenly they move out.
So there were flooded factories right here in Tanglin Halt.
Back in 1965, 1960, this was outlying areas.
But this is what, 5 minutes to town?
5 minutes to town by car, maybe. I had an auntie who used to work there as well. So now all the flooded factories are gone. It's Zap Lao because in Hokkien, Zap Lao 10 stories.
Was it very special? Every building now is like 30 floors.
Yeah, because back in the day, 10 was like pretty high.
And then when the Zap Lao was built, 16 stories was the next new high for Singapore.
And then it was the Ji Zap Si Lao, which is the point block.
Tanglin Halt sort of sets the mark for the next redevelopment because it was the first neighbourhood, first residential estate ever built in Singapore, right?
Exactly.
How different is Tanglin Halt then and now?
It's also less of a rough neighbourhood now. There were quite a few gangs hanging around. But what I think I miss is that a lot of the areas that I used to play, even within this small area here, have all changed.
Go!
I'm excited that I'm moving because it's a new place, new adventure. Obviously, quite sad that I'm leaving this area because one, it is where I grew up.
Without that ability to actually come back to this space that you've called home and this space disappears, what do you think it will be missing from your life?
But somehow I think it comes back to photos because you trace it far back enough, it's always all about photos. And I'll definitely be photographing a lot of areas before it finally goes.
What is home?
Home is where the heart is. I believe as people, a lot of times home is tied into familiar place. Because home is a place where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable.
站过来这边，站中间，中间。
来看我1、2，
好可爱。
你们两个都，你也是画画的？
哎呀，我不认老嘛。
对，不认老。This is the spirit auntie.
安迪82了嘞。
Wow. When we're on the corridor approaching strangers and like the grannies we spoke to just now, the camera is non-menacing, you see. If I were to hold a much larger camera, the reaction might be a little bit different. So I've already gone on film simulation Astia, and I know that I can continue using this film simulation just to keep a consistency across all board. In years to come, when I'm actually comparing the project that are concerning nostalgia, that are concerning the preservation of memories, I would have a fairly consistent colouring throughout a wider scope of projects. For the retrospective, when I'm like 80 or 90 years old, if I ever get there, I would have one exhibition, and that exhibition is going to have the same colour as you move through the walls. Yeah, you'll be there, right?
Of course.